Welcome to part 3. Here I'm going to do my heel, followed by doing some cleanup all along the whole foot, so you get to see what those thin shaves look like once I've already gotten the heavy callus off the exterior. And I'm going to just watch along with you and see if I have any questions I can answer. Lots of questions about how I do the heel without hurting myself, especially lots of people testifying to me that they have used this tool and they sliced a huge chunk out of their heel. And honestly, it is a delicate game. You got to go at just the right angles. What I tend to do is go around the curves from all different angles and sort of pull the blade in toward this one spot at the back, which is the thickest. And then once I've gotten the bulk of the heavy skin off the outside, I will come back around and feel around with my hand and find spots that aren't thin enough and just go over them lightly until I get just the right thickness. So like you see, I'm feeling with my thumb. And I really can't tell how thick it is until there's pressure against the foot. Like just, feeling with my foot alone is not enough. And so by sliding my hand along it, I can feel in my foot, I can feel where I can sense my thumb better and where I can't sense it. And then that cues me to where the skin is a little too thick and where I need to go over and over. So I can feel like it just wasn't quite thin enough. And then this back part, I can't see it very well. The camera can actually see it better than I can. Fortunately, it was coming off in these nice smooth strips. So I'm just kind of going by feel. You'll see me start reaching around and touching that area. This is about as far as I can see right here. So then after I do this part, I'm going to have to just go by touch. And I'll reach around and touch that area with my fingers a few times to see, did I get it all? Do I need to go closer to the edge? But it's pretty easy to sense. This part of my foot is all very smooth and solid. There's no wrinkles in the skin, no places where it really cracks. And so it's pretty easy to just go along and get it all. And a lot of you have had questions about the ball of my foot here, asking why it's so white or why don't I go low enough? It looks like there's so much more to remove. And there isn't. I have gone definitely thin enough up at that top part of the ball of my foot. But my foot sweats the most in the ball of the foot because regardless of what type of shoe I'm wearing, that part is pretty much always making contact with the surface and sweating. And the callus really restricts how the sweat comes out. And so when I start shaving, it's finally releasing that area from not being able to sweat as much. And that is what my skin looks like saturated with water. We've gone over that before in the past. And it just looks a little different because it's the underskin. Right here you can see I'm smoothing out the rest of my foot by touch. And you can see the peels that are coming off are really clear, plasticky looking peels instead of the thick callus peels. But it is still coming off. There's still a lot of depth to be gotten here and there. And so I'm feeling around with my thumb and making sure I've got it as even and as thin as I want. Anyway, so the ball of my foot will progressively look less and less white / really yellow as it dries out, but it will take a few days. After I've posted all the foot shaving videos, there's one more in this series, then I will show you what the foot looks like now that it's shaved and has had a few days to recover. There's a day of excessive sweating because my foot hasn't been able to sweat as the callus gets thicker, and then it finally starts to dry out and look sort of more evenly pink all around. So last part will be my toe maintenance, and then we'll be absolutely done. Thanks for watching.